and welcome to Hoosier News Source. I'm Kylee Wierks.
And I'm Patrick McGill.
IU faculty members continue to receive high honors. Professor Patricia McDougall recently received the Falcon Distinguished Entrepreneurship Scholar Award. McDougall is the fourth Kelley School of Business professor to be honored with a Falcon Award. She received the award as a result of her outstanding contributions to entrepreneurship thought and practice. She is considered one of the world's leading researchers on entrepreneurship.
Homelessness in Bloomington continues to be a problem on the rise, and the issue of what constitutes proper aid for these individuals continues to be a controversial issue. Hoosier News Source's Haley Nelson has the details. Haley?
In the center of downtown Bloomington, a group of volunteers is working to provide a different sort of charity for Bloomington's homeless population. Operating low-barrier homeless shelters is the Interfaith Winter Service Organization.
An idea conceived over 3 years ago, the operation to help guests, whether inebriated or sober, has expanded shelters into 4 churches. Groups and volunteers community-wide provide aid and food for homeless individuals who move between the shelters on a specified schedule.
That's really the philosophy here at Trinity, is a safe place and a hospitable place. We started out, it was really about hospitality.
I like this place because they're real friendly. They're honest, they don't play with you. They feed you pretty good.
According to the Indiana Coalition on Housing and Homeless Issues, about 258 people use shelters in Bloomington nightly. This number is only on the rise, causing concern, along with the controversy of low-barrier shelters.
Some people feel like that by making it low barrier, that you are enabling people who are addicted to drugs or alcohol and not helping them to stand up and make a change for their better. Sometimes people just need a place to sleep.
Your back is sore, your feet are sore because you carry everything that you live with, on your back. We all need help.
For Hoosier News Source, I'm Haley Nelson.
Thanks, Haley. The number 17 IU men's basketball team has come to a crucial point in the 2011-2012 schedule. The Hoosiers will face number 22 Michigan in Ann Arbor on Wednesday at 6:30 and rival Purdue and West Lafayette on Saturday at 7. Indiana downed the Wolverines 73-71 in early January at Assembly Hall. The Hoosiers are currently 7th place in the conference with a 4-5 record. However, they have struggled away from home this season, making this upcoming week a challenge.
After months of protest and debate, the controversial right-to-work legislation has passed in the Indiana State Legislature, and the governor is expected to sign it into law this year. Politicians have talked about facts and brought in experts on the issue, but what will this law mean for actual workers? Hoosier News Source's Aaron Carson has more. Aaron?
The unions will go away, and all the workers will be non-union, paid less, no insurance, no benefits. Then the next thing, it's going to be just like back whenever they were first forming the unions. And people didn't even get workers' compensation for being injured. You get injured on the job, you're done.
Construction worker Michael Graham and the other protesters with him at the Indiana State House that day all worried that the legislation was aimed at union busting and taking away their livelihoods.
The entire tactic is about union busting.
It's a political payback to corporate donors and funders.
Who stands to benefit from this bill? Not us. No worker out here, no person in here stands to benefit from this bill. Only the corporations stand to benefit.
People use the word corporations and corporate to mean bad things and evil things, but these are companies that employ people, and we have them all over Indiana. So if corporations are behind it, well, maybe some of them are.
The Republicans in the state legislature say they think it will help Indiana's economy to become a right-to-work state. But workers like Michael worry that it will just be a way for businesses to cut corners and pay.
I barely make enough to get by, and they're trying to cut my wages. One thing I know is that as soon as my wages go down, everyone else's wages go down.
Ultimately that's going to hurt the economy in my town, because as the wages drop, the tax base drops, the amount of money people are spending at the local stores in town, that's all going to drop.
Still, Republicans argue
it doesn't ban unions, it doesn't ban collective bargaining rights, it doesn't outlaw anything like that. It simply says that Hoosiers will have the freedom to choose.
For Michael, that doesn't ring true. and he's worried about the future of his family and other working-class families in Indiana.
I find it a privilege to pay my union dues. If this bill passes, many union workers who are young and don't understand what it's all about will stop paying their union dues. That money goes away. They will no longer be able to fight for us, to get us better conditions, better wages, safer workplace.
Over the next year, we may see some slight changes in workers' pay and benefits, but the long-term effect of this new law is still unknown. Erin Carson, Hoosier News.
Thanks, Aaron. A new specialty license plate sponsored by the Indiana Youth Group is scheduled to hit the roads this year. The organization's inaugural Indiana plate will feature a new rainbow logo to show support for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender young people in the state. Indiana is second only to Maryland in approving a specialty plate on behalf of LGBT youth, and according to the director of the Indiana Youth Group organization, these plates are an incredible way for people to show pride in who they are.
The upcoming week will surely be an exciting one for the entire state of Indiana, as the country turns its attention to Indianapolis for Super Bowl XLVI. Indiana University is also playing a big role in making it a success. The IU Marching 100 will perform as part of the Super Bowl XLVI pregame show. The band will not be allowed to attend the football game, only the pregame and halftime shows. And according to Fox 59, despite the performance being optional, most of the 300 members are performing. Check back with us next week for more information and instant updates on the important and upcoming week.
Remember to check our news department's Twitter feed. This will give you the opportunity to follow up with stories you see on the show and get more information about IU and Hoosier News Source. You can read up-to-date news about campus, Indiana, and more. Follow us at Hoosier NW Source.
Well, that's all we have for you this week on Hoosier News Source. Check back with us next week for an in-depth look at in-dorm philanthropy.
And for more national and entertainment news, check out What's Up Weekly with hosts Margot Andrews and Brittany Bradley. See you next week.